What's up everyone, this is Kincade from Push, and today I'll be teaching you how to do a Backside Rodeo 540 on your snowboard. This is an awesome and super fun trick to have in your arsenal, and it's a pretty essential trick for any freestyle snowboarder. It does take some time and dedication to learn, and it takes even more time and dedication to learn properly. Tons of riders, including myself, are sometimes guilty of doing a barrel roll with a late backside 180, which is not a proper backside rodeo. A rodeo has a very unique axis where you take off of your toes, rotate around your board, and then bring it around to switch. I have a whole lot of examples of what not to do, which should actually be very helpful for learning, and a couple decent examples of actually landing the trick. Now before we get too far, let's talk about some prerequisites. Again, the rodeo is pretty difficult, and out of all of my tricks, it actually took me a really long time to learn this one. So before you rodeo, I would definitely have your backflips dialed. Just being comfortable going upside down and where you are in the air is a super important skill to have before you start trying to throw a rodeo, since it is such a weird axis and you're starting to spin with your flips. Along with your backflips or wildcats, I would definitely recommend having the backside 180 and backside 540 dialed in. You want to be comfortable landing switch, and you want to be comfortable landing blind. So with all of those tricks dialed in, let's jump into the Backside Rodeo 540. To initiate this trick, I'd start on a medium-sized jump and take a backside S-carve in so that you're going up the lip of the jump on your toes. As you're about to take off, you pop off of your toes while throwing your head and shoulders back towards the landing. This is the really hard concept to grasp that's really tough to explain, but I'm hoping a few of these videos will help. I'll show you some bad examples and some better examples. So in a backflip, when you throw backwards, you are thinking about going inverted, going upside down, your head goes under your legs, and then it comes back around, right? In the rodeo, when I say throw back towards the landing, I mean kind of in a horizontal motion to where at some point in the trick, your body is going to be almost parallel to the deck. Now, after you set this trick and you're in the air, be looking over your back shoulder to spot that landing. In a rodeo, it's pretty essential to land on your toe edge, otherwise it's really likely that you're going to wash out or fall. Also, be really cautious that it is way too easy to land at 450 instead of 540 on a rodeo. A lot of riders actually ride them out like this all the time, and if I'm being honest, I have a bad habit of under-rotating them sometimes as well. You gotta accept that when you're learning, it's probably going to happen where you land at 450 and wash the rest out to 540, but something that you really need to focus on is landing on your toe edge. On a rodeo, if you land flat based at 450, you're going to hook that heel edge immediately, and then it's not very happy from there. When you first start trying rodeos, I would recommend a melon grab, which is your front hand back edge. You'll see in a few of these clips that I am doing that grab. I don't do it super well in a lot of these. I'm grabbing too close to the boot. Try and get a little closer to the center of the board. So the good thing about the melon grab with a rodeo is that it keeps you pretty locked into the correct position, and you don't have to drop it till you're about to land. But the bad thing about the melon grab is that for a lot of riders, it forces your front shoulder to stay closed, which makes it really hard to finish off that last 90 degrees and causes you to land at 450 sometimes. So if melon isn't working for you, I would actually recommend trying nose. It can be a little bit of a reach when you're first learning and you're going to be doing some funky boot grabs, but I've actually found that nose makes it easy to kind of take that front arm that's holding nose and pull the nose of the board around at the end of the trick so that it brings it all the way around to that 540. Unfortunately, a lot of the filming I did for rodeos was before I had them more dialed in, but I'll put up an example on screen where I actually kind of missed the nose grab, but you can see that's what I was going for and how it helps to bring the trick around. This is not the cleanest example, but it works. Overall, the rodeo is a super fun trick that is going to take a while to learn, but once you do learn it, it is well worth it. Just know that even when done properly, you tend to land rodeos pretty hard on your toe edge, and you really got to grab that edge to ride it out clean. Here's one more piece of advice that I think would have helped me when I was learning these. Try to stop thinking about this as a flip trick in your head. A lot of my problem was doing too much flip, which caused me to screw up on the rotation and then slide out or hook my wrong edge or something. If I would have realized what axis a rodeo was supposed to be on, I think it would have made this a lot easier. So really try to think about the weird axis that a rodeo requires to do properly. And even if you're not throwing it quite right, I think it will help you bring it around to that 540 mark without washing out, like a lot of the examples you've seen here of me when I was first learning. I think that pretty much wraps it up, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. If you're watching this on YouTube, I would highly recommend heading over to the website, pushthelimit.com. We have tons of other tutorials, detailed write-ups of every tutorial, comment section, user profiles, the whole shebang. Head over there, sign up, and start watching these tutorials over on the site. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll be back soon with more tutorials.